Do, re. I'm enunciating.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Hello. Welcome back.
Welcome.
I have a guest.
Me?
He's usually the guest, but
I'm the guest of honor.
you are the guest of honor. And we are here to talk about...
Is it our top 5 or... Oh.
We're here to talk about our... Vertigo!
Well, the room is charging, finally.
Hello, welcome back. David, stop!
I'm sorry.
Okay, we're here to talk about our top 5 favorite board games at the moment. It's an ever-changing list, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's get started, because we've been trying to do this intro for like a solid 5 minutes. But
It says 3 minutes on the
it feels like 5
recording
minutes.
button.
It feels like 5 minutes. So let's get started. Do you want to go first? I don't think we have a specific order. I think we decided we're going to do sizes, like the
Sizes?
box size.
Sure, we can do box sizes. I like this one.
We're going to start big to small then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I like to play Azul.
The first game is Azul. We got this game after we bought this game for a friend. She taught us how to play, and we loved it, so we had to have our own copy. It is so cute and so much fun. It's adorable. It's a tile placement game. Yeah, like a puzzle
The
tile
tiles
placement.
are pretty though.
Yeah, they're very pretty. So essentially you work in a tile factory and you're just trying to create this mosaic tile piece. And the first player that's what it is.
Oh, nice. I never knew that. I just play. I didn't know I was in a tile factory this whole time.
Yeah, the little stations are tile factories. And the ones in the middle, those are broken tiles. Yes.
Wow. I never knew that. That's so cool.
It's super easy to learn and to teach. This is a game that we've put into rotation with my parents because we normally play a lot of board games with them. And they like it. We also play this game on Board Game Arena, and it's beautiful on there as well. So I feel like if you're looking for an easy family type of game,
Azul's for you.
Azul's for you. The next game is it's Splendor. Either way, it's Splendor. Essentially, it's a game about gaining resources to be able to get the most jewels that have points, so that way other like prestigious people come and visit you to even give you more points, and the first player to 15 points wins.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a card game. It's got these really like nice tokens.
They're like poker chips.
Yeah, and you just kind of exchange them back and forth for these cards that have gems on them. And they'll build your like empire. It plays well with 2. We've played it from 2 players to 4, 5?
4. It only plays 4.
It only plays 4. Okay, so we played it 2 to 4 players. And it's a lot of fun. This is also on Board Game Arena. It's one of our favorites. Easy to teach, and another like family type game.
For sure.
I feel like there's strategy to it, but it's also like easy for like new beginners. Like you don't have to be a board game person to enjoy this and learn it. So the next game, very similar to Splendor.
It's the same game.
It's literally the same game, but it's only a 2-player game. It has the same mechanics. Splendor, obviously you can play with 4 players or up to 4 players. This next game only plays 2, but it's so beautiful. The cards are beautiful. The same type of mechanics as Splendor, where you're trading in goods to get other resources to be able to be the player with the most points at the end. And that game is Jaipur. It is such a like vibrant game. Like it's very colorful. All the cards are very colorful and beautiful. So it's an only 2-player game. That's my negative about this game. Like I wish it was more than 2 players, but at that point you're just playing Splendor. But I would still prefer a higher player count in Jaipur just because I like cards. Like, I
Yeah.
like the way it plays. Like, it's very similar, but definitely different
It's a
than
little
Splendor.
different.
But
They got camels.
there's camels in here. Like, there's just it's such a fun game. It's easy. I love easy games, especially like to teach people. Something you can teach, I feel like, young kids. It's just good time.
And then you can even like drop your camels in there after you take all the goods to the next person.
Yeah, there's definitely a strategy element to it once you get going. Like, you can strategically put in like a bunch of camels so the other people can't get like the next round of goods. Like, it's such a fun game. And if you're looking for like a good 2-player game to just play with you and your partner or you and your friends or whatever, I would recommend this one. We have a lot of fun with this one.
We do.
We've been playing this game for about a month. And like when we first got it, we played it almost like every night for like 2 weeks. And then we played it this morning. We love it. It's so much fun. Let me tell you what it is first. It is Skull King. I feel like I gravitate towards more card games, and I am the board game buyer in this family. So it's not surprising if you see a lot of board games on this channel. I mean, a lot of, board games and card games. I love card games. So essentially, it's a trick-taking game based off pirate. This game, I think, is beautifully illustrated. They have pirates, and they have a Skull King that's the captain of the pirates. They have mermaids. David said that it is similar to Spades, right?
Yeah.
But I've never played Spades. I have no idea. So at the beginning of your turn, or the beginning of the round, everybody has to bet how many books or set of cards
you bid on how many books.
Yeah, you bid on how many books. And it's so cute because you go, yo, ho, and then you put how many books you want. I feel like that's so fun because it makes you feel very like pirate-esque. Like, it brings you into the theme of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also like to add a little bit of like pirate music, some like sea shanties. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Sea shanties, to really just envelop us into that pirate life. I feel like this is the first game that we've actually like really loved and we like got that we've played. Like, okay, how do we start adding all the other features to it? So if you're looking for a card game, this is the third card game that we've recommended. Like, all the games we've talked about are family games. Like, these.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah, it's easy to learn, and it says it's 2 to 8 players. We've only played with 2 players.
We played with 3. Your mom played.
Oh yeah, we played with 3 players. That's true. We taught my mom.
And when you play with 2, you really play with 3.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the 2-player variant, there's like a graybeard pirate. So you essentially have another deck just for him, and you just play off the top of that. So really, it's a 3-player game that they've modified for 2.
Yeah.
But
it's fun.
It's still fun, even with the like 3rd imaginary person. I would like to play this with like 5 people just to see how it feels, because I feel like it's going to be even harder. Not harder, but I just am curious to how it plays out.
Right.
So, Skull King, if you don't have it, looking for a trick-taking game, recommend.
So this is our last game we're going to talk about, and it's called Scout. It's a little small. I'll bring it close.
I think it's focusing on me. Focus, camera! Focus! Focus on this.
So this is called Scout. And believe it or not, this is a card game that we like to play.
What? Shocker!
So this game is essentially like Rummy. So you're trying to build runs, so like 1, 2, 3, or like multiple 4s. When you have your cards, you put them down, and the next person tries to beat your cards. And if they can't beat your cards, essentially you'll win.
So it's a trick-taking game.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like a trick-taking game.
It is a trick-taking game.
It's like a trick-taking game.
No. It is a trick-taking game.
It's like a trick-taking game. The cool thing about this game is when you hold the cards in your hand, you can't move them around. So, like, if you're dealt, like a 1-1, and then a 3, 6, and a 5, you can't move any of those cards. So, like...
So, however the cards are placed in your hand at the beginning is how they stay throughout the whole game.
Right.
Yeah.
We play it with your parents. We've played it with my parents.
Easy to teach. I think anybody that's played any type of Rummy-style game I feel like it's easier for them to catch on. It's an easy game. Like, you can teach anybody. And it plays a lot of players, isn't it? Like 6 or 5?
5 players.
It's fun. I love that it's a small package, so you can just like put it in your bag and just carry it with you and just bust it out wherever you want. Like, it's not bulky like a lot of games are.
You can take to a family event.
Yeah.
A bar.
I'm a big fan of easy games. Like, easy card games are my jam, and this is like number 1. Even though I do like complicated games. Like, I don't want to be out here 5 hours playing a game. I'm just not, that's not me. I'm not there yet. I don't know if I'll ever be, but...
you should be.
Really?
I can play the same game for 5 hours. Catan will be a big game to learn.
I do want to learn Catan. Am I mentally prepared to learn Catan? Well, we played Flamecraft with our friends, and that took like 2-something hours. David loved it, and I was just dying. I was like, oh my god.
It's only a 60-minute game. It's just we didn't.
Why did it take 2.5 hours to do?
We didn't know how to play. You gotta learn.
Well, see, I don't mind learning. I just... okay. So if I'm learning a game, I don't mind like sitting there learning it, but I would prefer that somebody already knows how to play and they could just teach us. Like, right. I don't want to go through all that. Like, if you know how to play, teach us how to play. Any of the games that we recommended, they're truly just games that we've played a lot of and that we've loved, and we've loved playing with other people. So whether you are a couple or you have like a small group coming over, like, I think any of those games, you guys are gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
We both have 2 honorary mentions of our favorites. Because when we started making the list for this video, collected our individual favorites, and then the 5 that we just showed you are our collective favorite games that we like to play. And then the next 2 are more individual. So the next 2 are more his favorites, and the next 2 are mine.
Yeah.
Right? One of my favorite games that we've gotten recently that I've really enjoyed, we've played it a handful of times. We played just me and him. We've played with like up to 4 people. It's so fun. But let me just say, I don't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons. Not a single thing, okay? But this game is so much fun. I like that sound.
Yeah, that's just like Splendor.
Like, I know, falling all over. It sounds like rain though.
Oh, it does. You're right.
It is the Yawning Portal. But it is such a cute game. All of the like stones just feel so nice. It's fun to play. It's aesthetically pleasing, which I enjoy. I enjoy an aesthetically pleasing game. It's kind of one of my favorite things. Like, if a game is pretty, I'm more likely to like it than not.
Right.
But it's so much fun. You are essentially a barkeeper. You are feeding these monsters that are coming in.
Feeding warriors.
You're feeding warriors at like a bar.
Yep. And
you're trying to get their orders as correctly as possible on their card, so you can get like the special moves to be able to get gems to then collect all your like gem collections. So that way at the end, hopefully you have the most points. It is so pretty. I enjoyed it. Being somebody that doesn't know anything about Dungeons & Dragons, the game itself is fun. And it is just so cute. It's so cute. I would say a little bit more...
It's definitely complicated.
A little more complicated than like the last 5 games that we've mentioned. But not that bad. You get going, but... It's cute. Look at the back. Can you see?
I like to play Rummikub. It's essentially the card game Rummy, but with little tiles. Put them in front of you. You scatter them around like you're playing dominoes. Am I wrong?
No.
No, you're right. I'm wrong. Okay. You're trying to run out of tiles, but you have to, pick up tiles. Yeah. Okay. You explain it. I like to play. I know how to play.
Okay, why do you like it?
So we play this a lot with your parents. And I like that. It is strategy games, okay? I like strategy games.
I feel like that game is very much like it's nostalgia for me. Any type of rummy game, because I played a lot of rummy growing up with my family. Those types of games always bring back like this nostalgia, like childhood memories. And yeah, like it's a game that we played with my parents. Like it was one of like the 3 games that we played with my parents all of the time. It's a classic. Like, you know, it literally says classic on the box. Like it's a classic.
Does it?
Yes. It's a classic. It's a classic game. Like it's one of those that's been around forever. So
1922.
is that what it says on the box?
Yeah.
1922. It's
So 100
literally a classic. That's Rummy Cube. So my second honorary mention, it's aesthetically pleasing, so that is part of it, okay?
That's nice.
But it is super cozy. So if you're looking for just a cozy game, Calico is for you. It is a puzzly tile placement game where you are trying to get these cute and adorable kittens to lay on your quilt. And then they have buttons and there's like objectives as to like what colors should be where on your quilt. And you're just trying to just place and create like the really pretty quilt. So cats can come, yeah, for the cats to come and hang out with you. And then obviously the player with the most points wins. But it's just so cozy. Like it's a thinky game without being like stressful.
It's a little stressful.
You think it's stressful?
A little towards the end. It's a little
Oh,
stressful.
well, yeah, because you're running out of spaces on your quilt. So now you're really like limited spaces. But during the whole process, like it's cute. Like you're just placing stuff on this quilt. And then at the end, you have this really cute, unique quilt. And I feel like it's fun because like every time you play, like it's different. It says it's a 1-player game. I've never played 1-player. And maybe I'll do a video of me playing 1-player because I feel like maybe that would be kind of interesting. It's so cute if you're looking for a cozy game. Even if you're not a cat person, very just chill vibe. All right, David. So the next game that he's gonna mention that he added to his honorary favorites, I enjoyed this game. I didn't add it to my favorites because I feel like I didn't play it enough to be a favorite yet, but it is a lot of fun. We had some friends come over and teach us how to play, and it was amazing. We had such a good time.
It's called Castle Panic.
Yes.
You have to panic for castles. Just kidding.
It is so fun. Do you want me to describe it, or are you gonna do it?
You can do it. You're better with the words.
Oh my god. So it is a collaborative game, which I feel like it's new to me. Now I feel like we have a lot more collaborative type games.
2 years ago, that wasn't a thing.
No, like even the thought of it, like ew, no.
I wanna beat you.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
Win with you. I wanna beat you.
Exactly. Like I would have never thought to like a collaborative style game. I feel like this might be I can't think of any other game that. Is this our first collaborative style game?
The Harry Potter game.
Oh, that must be the first one then.
I think that was the first one.
Yeah. So, which is also a fun game. It's a fun is the Harry Potter. I'll show a picture of it. Game. So that was our first collaborative style game, and then this is our second. Shout out to Cooley Ann because she showed us both of those games.
She did.
She did. Such a fun game. So essentially you have like this tower in the middle of this forest and monsters are coming at you to attack this forest and you're just trying to fight them off. So everybody has cards that do different things to help defend the castle. So as long as you can keep your walls up by the time you've gone through all of the monsters, you win as a team. But if the monsters come and like destroy your tower or your castle,
you don't always win.
You really don't.
You don't always win.
You really, really don't. It's up to 6 players. We showed this game to my cousin. She's gonna laugh because she said that I always bring her up in every video, but I see her so frequently, so it just makes sense. So I showed my cousin, her husband, and her 2 daughters, and then us 2, so that's 6. Yeah, so we showed them, and they are not like big board game people. They enjoy games, but they're not somebody that's like a board game collector or a board game. Like, they don't play.
They're not a connoisseur of board games.
Oh, yeah, because we definitely are. But we do collect a lot of board games, and I do enjoy board games a lot. So they're not big board game people, and they enjoyed it, especially her daughter. Her daughter loved it. Because it's collaborative, there's still pressure because obviously you don't want to let your team down, but it's also...
But your team's able to help you.
Yes. If you're somebody that doesn't really enjoy that like competitiveness, try to find a collaborative game, because that way the competitiveness, it's a group effort. So you're trying to destroy these monsters versus like trying to compete with each other. It's just a good time. It says 45 minutes, but I feel like it goes by quick.
Does it?
Tucker, you okay?
Tucker, you okay? You okay, buddy?
He's like, what are you guys talking about?
Fun.
All of these games,
Are
it ends
fun.
with, they're fun.
They're
I'm
fun.
telling you, they're fun. If you're looking for just fun, easy games like that, easy enough that there's still strategy and there's still, what is it? There's still meat to it, but they're easy to understand. Love that.
Yeah.
So, not one of my favorites yet, but I feel like if I was going to do my top 25, it would definitely be on there.
25?
I'm not saying it's 25. I'm just saying that it's definitely top 25 game.
Top 10, you mean? 25? What, are you gonna put Monopoly in there?
Hell no. Sorry, Monopoly lovers. I'm just not a Monopoly fan. I'm not.
You like Monopoly?
I'm a Monopoly healer. Oh, healer. I'm a Monopoly hater. I do Monopoly deal because it's a card game. I love card games.
Yes.
So, all right. Good choice, David.
Thanks. It's
Proud
fun
of
to
you.
play.
I'm proud of you. All right, so those are all our favorite games at the moment. If you do end up checking them out, let us know what you think. And if you have any favorite games that you feel like we should check out, please let us know. I am always looking at like board game TikToks, board game reels, and just like
All the board games.
all the board games, all the books, all the makeup, all the things, all my hobbies. Like, I'm just always like researching and just watching videos on. So if there's anything that you feel like we would love, please let us know and we'll definitely check it out. But
For sure.
we'll see you guys next time. We'll talk to you later. Bye.